The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's very obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it to about the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 109 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now they'll throw with Allen. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Bridgewater's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's out right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll run here with Moss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. They'll find Gabriel Davis. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that but I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coach is up in the box with.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle will return this from the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's
something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Bridgewater. A quick slant to Hill. Completion good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 3rd and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think you're...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of time.
And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Evades him at the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got to complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Flushed out right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number's...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Allen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Allen to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Burrow going for it on 4th. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field on offense? Because one side's out there for 10 plays, one side comes up energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bridgewater on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's swung out to Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 9 yards that time.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Raheem Mostert,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him. It made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. Here we go. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mixon with a first down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Going to get this out to his running back, Pirine. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 38, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here we go. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First down, Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin with a run by Mixon. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 11. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they go play action now. Burrow out to his left. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Bridgewater. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And they're going to move it down here inside the 25. From the 24, Burrow, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They'll give it to Mixon, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Bridgewater.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Bridgewater again.
He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mostert looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Burrow on play action. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
97 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I think could take it to. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Bridgewater. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from